Welcome to Mediaverse Podcast. We are now going to be talking about Hawkeye today.
Mm-hmm. So we were going to talk about Kingsman, but I talked him out of it because
we got
Kingsman is bad.
No, I always feel like we need to review something. It's not Marvel half the time.
Yeah, I know, but I want to talk about this.
Listen, we need to get. We're going to get on the YouTube algorithm somehow.
It sucks.
Yeah, how is Marvel not gonna?
Listen, it'll give you so many other the YouTube algorithm. It's gonna but then there's so many other ones. They're like they look at this and they're like this doesn't look good enough. So
I get you. Look, we'll talk about Kingsman next.
Or something else that's not made by Marvel Studios.
Yeah, we'll talk about Kingsman next.
Another
I
day.
just want to talk about this because we were talking about Daredevil.
Yeah.
And there's something involved.
We gotta do a 15-minute fight about this.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, because
not fight.
Yeah, well, we were just how Kingsman. There is a lot to say about Kingsman. It was
more
recent, really subpar and it's whatever. But we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, let's just
1 out of 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
Trank him.
I wouldn't say 1 of them. This is like a 2.5 or like a 3. It has whatever. But anyway,
let's get to Hawkeye.
So this is the I'm Tom.
Kyle.
Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
AJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So Hawkeye is one of the Disney Plus Marvel exclusives.
Yep.
So this is like the 4th or 5th one that's come out.
It's the 4th one because let's see,
WandaVision,
Loki, and then
Captain
What
America.
If? No.
What If? And Winter Soldier.
Oh no, it's the 5th.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
5th.
So it's the 5th.
Yeah.
So
that's why I count them.
If you count What If, yeah. So this one was really good. So all of them have been really good.
Yeah.
Some people were kind of like they said Winter Soldier was kind of hit or miss. WandaVision and Loki are top notch.
Oh yeah.
The only reason
I wouldn't even mind if
WandaVision's my
reason
I
most
wouldn't
people
even
don't
mind
like
if they didn't redid those as films next time because Loki was. I was so sad that they didn't do what they did with WandaVision. They're like, let's push it 3 more episodes. Why not? It's fucking amazing. It only changed what made the most important fucking concept happen in the world.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Loki is getting a 2nd season.
I know that. Which technically we get more from the seasons because they're. Hold on, let's think about it. So if there's 6 episodes and they're 40 to 50 minutes each, that's longer than a 2.5 hour.
And they're produced like how a Marvel Studio movie would be.
Oh, totally. They're all top notch level production.
Oh yeah.
100%. So this one, Hawkeye, I was really happy about this. I just finished watching this recently. It came out recently. Around Christmas time.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah, because it takes place during Christmas. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because they go into about what happened a little bit during the blip, the 5 years, because Hawkeye was around when that was happening. But one of the first things that happens, I think the first episode was they were showing this little girl who's in a house, right? And the first Avengers film happens, and her apartment blows up basically, and she sees Hawkeye, just a normal man, just fighting off these aliens.
Taking ass.
With just a bow and arrow, and jumps off a building and lands and basically gets to land and is a normal human and basically inspires her to become a badass, right?
Yep.
And then kind of cut forward a little bit to her in college, right?
She's in college now, yeah.
Yeah, and she's she's already. I think they showed a little bit that she's done training and she shoots a bow and she did martial arts and she's on the archery team and so they're at college and they're trying to mess with a bell. Or she's shooting a tennis ball, and then they said they wanted to see if she can hit the bell, which she ends up hitting the bell. The bell falls. She gets in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
Gets suspended from college. And Christmas time happens, so she ends up going home for Christmas anyway. She meets with her mom, which they go to this party, know, which also at the same time, Hawkeye goes to the play.
Rogers the Musical.
Yeah, Rogers the Musical.
I want a full production of this right now, Broadway.
Yeah,
I will go to New York.
It's an Avengers.
By the way, is in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually funny though. Hawkeye does make a reference. He goes, "Is this actually true?" Yeah, except for that guy, and it's Ant-Man.
Yeah. And so Hawkeye ends up leaving because he doesn't like you know, how they portrayed him,
atrocious.
and and he doesn't like how how they portrayed everything.
It's not just that; it's also giving him kind of like PTSD as well.
Yes, and also like they kind of just like did whatever with him. Like they're like talking about how great all the other characters, and it's like Hawkeye, I have a bow, and then it's like great.
Yep.
Like they kind of just like dumbed him down basically, because
they're pretty much doing a Saturday Night Live sketch. Have you ever seen the Saturday Night Live sketch with Jeremy Renner?
Yes, I have.
See, I got a bow. See?
Yes, I have. But anyway, so
I love how it's like.
He leaves.
Well, first of all, Ant-Man's not.
No, that's what I said. That guy wasn't there.
His family leaves.
I said that.
His family leaves and they go and get Chinese, and then then they the girl. You see, she talks to her mom for a little bit. They have a conversation about college, how things went, and then she ends up going to a party, which she dresses up as one of the waiters for some weird reason.
Yep.
And then
also her mom's engaged. They talk about an engagement. Her mom is.
Well, yeah, John with that guy was there.
Jack.
Yeah, but they couldn't talk about
But
it.
you want to hear something funny about Jack though, and you wouldn't know it is unless you're a true comic book nerd.
Which is what?
He was actually Hawkeye's mentor in the comics. His name was Swordman. He was like one of the weirdest characters in the comics. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, that's
And that's all you need to know about him.
Yeah, but continue.
And now you know.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, so
That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, so they basically she's at a party and she's like looking around and a little suspicious about everybody because they keep making weird comments because she meets Jack's grandfather. And like he made like a weird comment about her family being like a problem or whatever, and like that he's not for the engagement and everything, because she finds out from him first, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Because he talks about how he's not a fan of it, which so immediately we think that Jack's family's a problem, like they must be a problem family doing whatever they feel like, billionaire kind of family.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, her mom's rich. We forgot to.
Yep. No, they're rich in general.
Her mom is the mom from the Conjuring movies.
Yeah. So then she's at this party, and basically she ends up like investigating around because she hears about this like auction that they're having, and like just from like walking around and hears like whispers and stuff. So she ends up looking for the auction. She follows somebody to it. Hold on one second.
We follow the auction. We find out there's an auction for the Ronin suit and sword.
Hmm?
There we go.
Yeah, they end up auctioning a lot of stuff, and they're doing like an illegal black market. So, do you want to explain what Ronin is?
Ronin is pretty much Hawkeye's persona, and pretty much anybody that wears that suit is considered Ronin.
Mm-hmm.
So, some stuff, Mafia stuff happens, and the tracksuit Mafia comes in and pretty much tries to recover a watch from the item, which is in the black market.
Yeah, which
plays importance like by the end of the series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which do you want to explain what the watch is?
Pretty much, it confirms that Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Because because it pretty much was a pink watch, and I'm just gonna say we're just gonna shorten up. You find out that this watch belonged to Hawkeye's wife, and you find out she used to be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and she used to be the original Mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a number, I think it's at 16 or something.
Oh, is that how that is?
Yeah.
I never got that.
Yeah, you gotta really go down in your Marvel history and think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And it would make
that's
sense.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she seems like she was involved with stuff since she's so cool with everything.
Yeah.
Like she's so just regular, like ready to be involved.
Or just be like, I'll take care of the kids.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, she steals. She sees the Ronin suit getting stolen. The power goes out. She takes the Ronin suit and wears it. The sword goes missing, or But so she ends up fighting them, and this is like her first time, kind of slightly doing some superhero work. But she doesn't know what like the Ronin actually means because they haven't even shown it yet in the universe. This is the first time it's showing up.
Yeah.
But like we know because we know. But,
we watch Endgame.
Yeah, but like yes. So then it cuts to her like leaving, and like she ends up leaving, and then I forget where she bumps into Hawkeye.
She bumps into the Lucky dog. Lucky the pizza dog.
Yeah, she bumps into the dog first.
Yeah, and then she goes to the apartment.
She goes to the apartment.
And then escapes.
I'm
just reading from Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, doesn't her apartment get attacked by like the
jumpsuits?
Yeah, by the jumpsuits.
Yeah, but discovers
tracksuits.
Tracksuits. Her apartment gets like burnt down, right?
Yep.
Doesn't it?
No, I don't think so. That's like when Hawkeye. That's when Hawkeye comes in.
Oh yeah, so.
But she escapes her apartment before tracking down an Amen investigation. Discovers that has been murdered in her home, and
oh yeah, she like goes and investigates Jack's uncle or grandfather or father.
Yeah.
And he ends up being murdered.
Yep.
Yeah. And then she finds the mints.
Yeah.
You know, which later on. So then that's the first episode, right?
Yeah. Then she gets. Let's see. Then on the news, Hawkeye, the reports of Ronin pops up, and Hawkeye's like, "Oh dear, oh poopies."
Yeah. Now I gotta go look for.
Yeah, I got it. It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bishop takes back Barton. Goes. Pretty much Hawkeye pretty much tells his family to go. Yeah, go. Pretty much sends his family back to the farm.
Yep.
And says he'll be back in time before Christmas.
Yeah, he spends them on. Yeah, and he says I'm gonna try to get home before Christmas.
Yep.
So there's a couple days before Christmas, and then now he's going to look for the Ronin suit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember where Peace is in after that.
I got it right here. So he goes back, and then this is when he goes back to the apartment. That's when the place gets burnt down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's when the place gets burnt down. They save Pizza Dog. She meets Hawkeye. So he like this kind of entire series, like he doesn't really tell her a lot of stuff. He's kind of like really closed off a lot, you know?
Yeah, after like especially with stuff that happened with Natasha.
Yeah, so like he doesn't really like to talk about a lot.
Yeah.
So and especially the more he tells her, the more it could get her in trouble for knowing. So like it's also smart in that regard, you know.
Yeah.
Because you know, you find out later that Ronin was involved with like, murdering a lot of the Mafia. Like that's
around the world.
Yeah, that's what. During the blip, you know, Ronin murdered a lot of the Mafia and brought the crime down, and you know, which you know you find out more about that later. But so they're basically just running a lot for a lot of these episodes, just trying to get away, and they go to that apartment. I forget whose apartment that is.
It's Kate Bishop's aunt's apartment.
It's her aunt's apartment, right? Yeah. So
it's her vacation apartment.
Yeah, they end up going and staying at that apartment. And then when do you find out about the girl that like her father was murdered and like she?
Echo. You find out about her in this episode by the end.
Yeah.
You find she did get captured and everything after a bunch of crazy stuff happens and trick arrows.
Mm-hmm.
You find out that Echo, which here's a fun thing that you probably didn't even know about. Echo's getting her own Disney Plus show.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's actually.
Maybe they'll probably pick up from where Hawkeye was.
Yeah, and believe it or not, she's actually a Daredevil character.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the crimes, you know, and then the character. Yeah, it definitely seems like.
So, but Echo's different in this one. Like, she's definitely blind, but there's one thing they changed about her.
No, you mean deaf?
She's deaf, yeah. But there's one thing they changed. They also made her an amputee because the actress in real life is an amputee as well.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was actually her.
Yeah, that's her real leg.
Wow.
That's her real amputee leg.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the comics she's not.
But yeah, so you find out more about this. I think they do some flashbacks of like her father, like the Native American looking.
Oh yeah, we forgot about the LARPing group.
Oh, they met that group already?
Yeah, they met that group in episode 2. Like, Hawkeye pretty much tries to figure out a way to get the suit back from
the
cops, and then the LARPers are like, yeah, let me beat you up. It'll be amazing for me. Mm-hmm. Pretty much said, yeah, sure, why not? Make it epic. Mm-hmm. This will be things to love. Which they make pretty much pretty much Hawkeye makes good friends with them.
Yes.
They become kind of important.
Yes. So, yes. Later on in the series.
Yeah, so we'll go to Echo. Then we'll go to the episode. Echo.
That's 3.
That's literally what the episode's called. Echo.
Episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3 is called Echo.
Yeah, and this is where they talk about her father.
Yeah, they literally interrogates him about her father and stuff.
Yeah, so like
that episode was crazy.
You find out that her father gets murdered by Ronin, which you know, he was a part of like the. You don't know it like right away, but they were all a part of like the
tracksuit mafia.
Yeah, the tracksuit mafia. Yeah.
They all wear tracksuits.
And that's what Echo's running right now. Well, not running, but she's like ahead of the tracksuit mafia.
Yeah, one head of Hydra.
Because they said that. Because they keep saying that there's somebody above them.
Yep.
Yeah. So which we don't know for several episodes.
Who's the guy? Her friend?
Just a mercenary friend. He's not. Yeah. He's just like there for the show. I don't even remember who he is.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Do they end up fighting them in that scene? When did they get tied to the like carousel?
You mean the
I think was that
that was the last episode, and they revealed Echo.
Is that the episode where Kate Bishop goes that guy?
She tries to like save Hawkeye, and he's like getting information. Is that's that episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, then they fight, and like it confirms that Ronin's back in town, basically.
Yep.
But he tries to lie and say that Ronin's dead.
Yep.
And that you can take it from me. Like he tries to act like Ronin's dead. But you know, I mean, we all know who Ronin is. But
yeah.
Like, we don't find out for a little bit. But like, yeah. So I forget what they do after that. Are they just talking about her backstory the whole third episode?
Yeah, they pretty much find out like Ronin murdered her dad and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that and then pretty much like learned more about the tracksuit mafia. But then they find it. But then like later on, she goes back to the bishop security. But then decides to go back because he thinks something's fishy going on with Jack. So they go to her house to go into the security firm and everything, but she gets like locked out of the system.
Oh yeah. They're trying to look for leads. Yeah, right.
And then he encounters Swordman with Ronin's sword, threatens him with it.
Is that an actual character?
Yes, that's Hawkeye's mentor. I just explained all that.
Yeah, that's kind of.
He's if you look him up, he's really weird.
He's supposed to be someone that trained Hawkeye.
Yeah, he's like supposed to be
the original Hawkeye.
The original Hawkeye.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but he's like such a weird character.
So this whole time during the show, you think Jack's bad the whole time.
Yeah.
And they're playing it out like Jack's bad.
Yep.
Which all the way up until, so they end up finding even information about Jack that he ends up being a part of. Like,
also, Jack also recognizes Hawkeye. Oh, you are the Avenger.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hawkeye, I am on my world. Sorry.
Yes.
Such
But anyway, they find out more about Jack. I forget when they explain it to her mom. Is that like in the next episode?
They try to explain like what's going on with
like that they like found a connection between Jack and like a offshore company or something like involving like I forget. I watched this.
Yes, he's the CEO of Salon Limited or something.
Yeah, which was involved with like I forget what it was involved with, but it ends up
he laundered money from the tracksuit mafia.
Yeah, which which
is why we have Wikipedia as our friend.
Yeah, which ends up getting him arrested, right?
Yeah. No, he gets arrested somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, later on.
I'm on fan.
Yeah, so he ends up getting arrested later on.
Yeah.
And then so after he gets arrested, when do they end up at Echo's house?
Probably a little bit later. Probably a little bit later in this episode.
I think that's the 5th episode.
No, it's in the same episode, 4.
Yeah, so after Jack and everything gets arrested, because she explains it to her mom, they end up at Echo's house, where Hawkeye has an encounter on the roof.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Where they end up fighting, and then somebody else shows up, which we have no clue who they are yet, until after. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I know you got all that, but then in this episode, there was a Black Widow agent trying to go through, trying to stop Asada, and then they realize, oh, it's everybody realizes Elena, not them.
Yeah. We know. I mean, I knew right away because of the Shockey thing.
Yeah.
And then the next episode, they showed what happened to Elena, because she got blipped.
Yep.
They showed what she was doing before.
Yeah, they showed like what it's like to be blipped and everything, which is really good. Besides like what they did with Monica, in that they did it much better.
Well, you mean in WandaVision?
No, in this.
Because remember, they did it in WandaVision.
They just did like, oh, she wakes up and suddenly you're like confused. Like this is more like, oh, this is what was going through.
And then she tried to go back to Sword, and you know.
Yeah, but this is better because she goes into the bathroom and everything starts changing around her. And it's like boom, 5 years.
The way that they did that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's much better.
So basically, before the blip, Elena and them, which we know from the Black Widow movie, is they were trying to convert all the widows back because they had that serum to fix them.
Yep.
Or that spray thing, whatever, to fix them.
The antidote.
Yeah, she wakes up 5 years later, and then she ends up working as a Black Widow again, and she gets assigned to kill Hawkeye.
Yep. Which
no longer. By who?
Well, you find
Madam
that out.
Hydra.
You find that out later. But basically, so she, they have like a scene where like her and what's her name meet, like little Hawkeye, the main Kate.
Kate Bishop.
Yeah, where they meet.
Okay, so yeah, we got through there in present day. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, yeah, Bishop returns to her house. We're good.
Yeah.
To where she called pretty much the firm company, pretty much called New York out to have them arrested. Yep. Then Bishop, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure we're good.
Yeah, so she returned, and then Elena's there, and basically, Elena's there, and she's like making mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And she wants to talk to her because Elena's not a bad person, bad person. But like, she just does her job, like, and she's trying to talk to her about why she's helping Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have like a girls' night out, and then she asks her if she can ask who her employer is, which she doesn't tell her right away because she doesn't even know. She's actually investigating into who her employer is, and she says she's still gonna kill Hawkeye. And she said next time if you get in the way, blah 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 blah, whatever.
They bonded over mac and cheese.
They had a moment where they bonded.
Her mac and cheese.
Her exit scene was boss.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
yeah, it was great.
So good.
She also talked about, I want to see the new and improved Statue of Liberty, which comes in Spider-Man No Way Home.
They have more scenes with the LARP group.
The LARP group
is
like
get his arrows and stuff out of like lockup.
Yep.
So they come back to the LARP group, and they even they ask them to make them leather stuff, and now they're hanging out at the apartment with them.
They made a deal pretty much saying, hey, I'll get you stuff for your LARPing. But if I bring you enough material, could you make me something for me and Clint? Mm-hmm. Which,
yeah, they end up getting new Hawkeye season, which is great. Because I mean, they don't really need anything special. I mean,
no, we'll talk about that in the next episode.
Yeah, but anyway, so that stuff happens. Well, that should be the next episode now, right?
Let's see. I'm just trying to see what else is happening.
I thought Elena and...
I thought the next episode...
No. This episode, they literally talked, confronted each other. Echo was talking about her father, but now, like, she's starting to suspect that her father's death could have been bigger.
Oh, because did he show up as Ronin and attack the facility? Did that happen in this episode? Where he attacked the facility as Ronin and then told her?
Yeah, I think
that
so.
That somebody had your father killed.
Yeah, so she kind of was like
somebody gave me that someone in your group gave me that information.
Yeah,
that happened in that episode.
Yeah, that same episode.
And then he showed her who he was also. So then after that, they need to make more arrows because they're gonna attack. Take care of business. And then while that's all happening, she gets a message about who hired. Elena to murder Hawkeye, and you find out that it's her mother.
Yep.
But
then you find out.
Yeah, who has a video with Papa Kingpin from the Netflix shows, confirmed Netflix shows.
Well, they don't know yet. They could just change it, and make it fit.
But they showed the video.
Yeah, I'm just saying it could be a different version. Like.
Oh yeah.
But we don't know yet. I don't know. Oh wow, I'm an idiot. King. You can tell it's been a long night.
Kingpin.
Wow, that's a great cosplay.
That's a.
I'm just gonna use this one.
Well, no. Show the actual. Show him right there, the Hawkeye one. Yeah. Yes.
No, that's not the actual Hawkeye. He's actually in a Hawaiian suit.
You're right. He is in a Hawaiian suit.
Which is from Hawkeye. Which is from his vacation day. Wow. This is amazing.
But yeah, so it's the same actor.
It's the same actor.
It's the same. So
there we go.
What's crazy about this is this came out. This came out before. This came out before. I was upset about this too, because they they just kind of like threw him aside after. But like
we don't know that. We know
because in comic books, if you don't see the body,
that's what I'm gonna say.
It's never real. But anyway,
it was revealed that we have Kingpin. Then we go into
actual Netflix shows.
From the actual actor from the Netflix show.
Yeah.
And then we go into the next episode where they kind of explain what's going on. You know what's funny about this guy who plays Kingpin?
What's up?
Remember the bug alien from Men in Black?
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, like I
that was him.
Yeah, I didn't even. He's a very ranged actor.
Yeah. So anyway, I love he is a great Kingpin. That's why I'm glad when they just bring the actors back, because I thought that was the best, fucking.
Well, no, they had a good acting group of people.
So anyway, he now the last episode, because this all happens at the end of the 5th episode. So the last episode shows...
They all try to infiltrate the building.
Yeah, well, it also shows Kingpin talking to his mother first.
Yeah, and his mother's having...
Or Kate's mother.
His mother's has second doubts and kind of just leaves.
Well, she does. Yeah, she leaves.
And then Kingpin's like,
so
no
you
one
find out that they've been working... That after her father died, he basically paid for her to become rich.
Yep.
And, he's been helping her this
We
entire
also
time.
find out that Kate's mom framed Jack.
Yes, that Jack's been fine and his family's been fine this entire time, and that the murder was them because he was looking into Kingpin.
Yep.
Because they knew that what she was involved in, the kind of shady shit business they were involved in, and he was calling her out in it, and so they had him murdered.
Yep.
And they tried to flame Jack.
Yep.
And he doesn't even know that.
Yep.
And he was still being nice to her.
Yeah.
It was fucked.
Yeah, he was just doing so well just to be himself that...
Yeah, they played it up so much that Jack was a villain.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't. He was just weird. He was the nice guy. He really just wanted to have a nice family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was so messed up. Like you thought that the whole time I had like this like weird feeling about him because of the way that they were playing him up, like making him seem like they were even like the sparring and everything. They made him seem like he was gonna be a villain. And then it was just like a complete like 180
like that, like they always do.
Yeah, they did a really good job at that. I got to give them their credit for that.
Yeah, they always did. Not just a straightforward plot for once.
Yeah. But yeah, so then so what happens is they're going to this like Christmas party.
Yep.
Where now Kingpin men Kingpin's men. No,
the Kingpin men are in around.
Yeah, so they find out that they're going to be at this Christmas party. So Hawkeye and Kate decide that they're going to protect her mother even after all the shitty things that she did.
They got some people in place.
Because the whole thing about this show is all the scenes that him and Kate have are all redemption. Like, it's all about people being able to come back from the kind of person that they were and turning it around. Oh, we didn't even say that Hawkeye's Ronin, by the way.
We did.
We did.
Everybody watch Endgame.
Yeah. But, it's whatever. So, yeah.
If you haven't watched Endgame, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, so, Hawkeye's Ronin. Duh. But Kate doesn't find out for a while.
But because, also, we didn't talk about, like, his flashback.
Oh, and also
like,
the hearing aid.
How, like, Scarlet.
Yeah.
And the hearing
Scarlet.
aid.
That's actually in the comics, too.
Yeah, so Hawkeye has a hearing aid, and he's, like, basically useless when he doesn't have it in this iteration.
Like, let me explain it to you. One of the best memes is Deadpool speaking sign language, and it's because he has partial hearing.
Yeah, and also with Echo, it's where him and Echo kind of like
connect
a little bit about like their disabilities. And she says, like, you know, you're weak because you're using it as a excuse, basically. You know, using the hearing aid is an excuse because Echo's strong and, you know, doesn't use hearing aids or anything.
Yeah.
But, so there is scenes where they have to go get it and stuff. But anyway, in the last, they're all the t-shirt, what are they called? The tracksuit gang. They all attack this Christmas party, and even the LARP people get involved.
Yeah.
They end up in their costumes.
Yeah, when they're evacuating everybody.
Yeah, they're evacuating everybody.
You know why?
Yeah.
If you have a costume, you're a superhero now, and you can help us.
I love it.
Like, that's the reason.
So basically, also, they were at the party, they were the waiters. So they had this whole plan, like, set up ready for them to show up. And so they end up fighting outside the building. It ends up with Elena coming back again after, like, Hawkeye had some crazy fights. And Elena and Hawkeye end up fighting. And Hawkeye just keeps explaining, like, you know, they have a long conversation about what happened in, you know, the Endgame Part 1. Or second part?
Yeah.
That was the second part, right. Yeah. You know, about how, like, he tried to do it himself, but she wouldn't let him, and they had a fight on the cliff, and... You know how she is.
Yeah,
she's strong-willed. She would have never let him do it. And,
they pretty much had a conversation about suicide.
Yeah, and you know about what happened to Natasha, and because she's one of the only actual deaths out of the whole group.
Yeah.
You know,
Hawkeye still waited.
He basically, she was not listening, and she came around eventually though, and like let it go, basically.
Also, don't forget they revealed that they showed his comic book accurate costume without the mask, which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
that mask is so stupid.
I totally agree with you.
Like everyone said, that mask looks. I know one person I know said, "No, the mask looks great. Should have been put in."
No, he looks like
and I'm like,
he looks like Zorro in a mask.
I'm like, listen, if you can't make it look good on live action, don't do it.
Yeah, which, you know. Because the normal mask is very different. The purple
and the leotard would probably get in the way sometimes.
Can we talk about how Hawkeye was stuck in the big tree in New York?
Yeah.
That was really funny.
We're all gonna die.
So he basically grappled out and got stuck in the Rockefeller tree.
Yep.
And they fucking knocked the tree over. Oh man, it was great. Yeah, because the last battle happened on the ice skating rink.
On the ice skating rink.
That
was awesome.
And they were using all the trick arrows in the world.
Yeah.
And shrunk one of them.
Yes.
With the Hank Pym one.
Yeah, that was so cool.
And then the owl. There was supposed to be
Hawkeye made a friend in the tree, which is an owl.
Yeah, an owl. Yeah.
Which is incredible.
But anyway, so then as that's happening with Hawkeye, Kate is trying to protect her mother as Kingsman. Oh my god! I'm so angry about that movie.
Does he look like a king's man?
Yeah, he does. Anyway, but Kingpin. Kingpin. He God, I've watched all of the Netflix shows too.
This is gonna be a great episode, guys.
Kingpin is in a car and they're chasing her and
I already have a title for you.
There's this amazing scene where he basically bashes Kate's mom's car and they end up fighting and he tosses her like a snowflake.
Yep. Well, you know what I like about this version of Kingman?
Yeah, you said it.
I already said, just so you know what the title. I already know the title. It's gonna happen no matter what. It was gonna happen no matter what. It's gonna be like Hawkeye, King's Man. Just because I think it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be the title anyway. That was gonna be even happen before even I did that.
Yeah. So anyway.
So it's gonna.
You're clickbaiting people.
Yeah, I already future-proofed myself.
You just write Kingsman just with a question mark.
Yeah. No, it says Hawkeye Kingsman.
No, not even Hawkeye, just Kingsman. Just
with a Kingsman
Hawkeye review.
It's like,
anyway, so now that we're all.
But anyway, we're all on the back same page.
So
I love this version of Kingpin.
He tosses her like
because he's supposed to be huge and mean, and he's kind of like what Kingpin was supposed to be. I call myself. Don't worry. He's supposed to in the comics and everything, but at least he doesn't look like this.
Oh, it looks like that.
Hold on. I gotta find you like this is the best visual aid you'll ever love. At least he doesn't look.
Oh
like
God. That
No,
looks like
let's not go
wait.
down that
That looks like oh my God, what's his face from Despicable Me?
Yeah. Wait.
It looks like Steve Carell from Despicable Me.
Gru?
Yeah, Gru. Yeah.
wait, hold on. This is gonna even be better for
Dude,
everybody.
he looks so stupid.
God dang it.
No picture.
Just go back. Hit back.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. It's fine. I can see it. It's fine.
Yeah, I didn't want to make sure the
yeah,
camera
yeah,
sees it.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, they can see it.
Yeah.
They see the,
But seriously, this is amazing.
but yeah, so
But yeah, we just because we didn't get this well.
so anyway, I mean, I wouldn't have been able
Big
to take
body.
it seriously. But anyway,
But I like how it's just the perfect embodiment.
Yeah, he tosses her like
And
it's
humanly
freaking
possible.
nothing. Like, and she's just trying to fight him, and it's
Not
doing
once.
nothing. He breaks.
twice.
He snaps the bow in half.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's a toothpick.
Yup.
Like it's nothing. And then so he gets launched into the toy. It's like a toy store or whatever it is.
Yep.
And all the arrows get knocked down on the floor. And so they're having like a fight in the toy store because even though he got hit by a car, he's still going because it's it's him. Like he's like Rasputin. Like he never dies.
Yep.
So basically.
Oh, God.
Or like your.
Well, that's what he's known for. Chris actually turned to me and he's like, "Well, Rasputin's known for never dying.
Yeah.
Like that's his thing." And I'm like, it's probably because of the opium. But anyway, he's not on opium, but he's on that good juice. But anyway, they're fighting in the toy store, and like she's losing horribly, and like it ends with her blocking him off from leaving with like one of the web arrows. Like one of the steel cable web arrows, and then she ends up exploding all the arrows at once, being able to beat him.
Yep.
Which
She had to outthink him.
yes, and then it just knocked him out though, because later on, because we already talked about what happened with Hawkeye, so later on we see him walking away, and Echo meeting with him, and all you see is it pans away, and he's like, "You don't have to do this," and then you just hear a bang. And we don't know if she died or he died.
Yeah, and we're like, oh,
well,
he's
we know
dead.
she doesn't die because she's getting.
Yeah, but we know, like, I feel like he's not gonna die because I feel like it's important to have him for the
I agree.
Echo series.
Yeah.
Well, she pointed the gun point blank to his face, though. True.
But it's him, though. It's him. They also have a relationship. What if he's like purple guy?
Purple Man.
Purple man. Yeah. And, he's. But anyway, so Hawkeye basically now accepts Kate as like his actual sidekick, and they have a lot of moments of them bonding throughout the series. over Pizza Dog and like them doing the LARP
Lucky
stuff.
the Pizza
and,
Dog.
Yeah, them having conversations about family and stuff like that.
Is pizza really good for dogs? No.
No, they are not supposed. Tomatoes are deadly for dogs. They
Just
are
like
not supposed to
chocolate.
eat tomatoes. Yeah, it's very bad for dogs. Yeah, not as bad as chocolate. You're right. Yeah, but chocolate's like chocolate is actual death for dogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but but Pizza Dog's great. I mean, he's a New York dog. He can eat pizza. He's fine. Part of his
New
DNA.
York.
Yeah, it's New York. It's $2
He's
slice.
good,
The water's different. That's why it's
Yeah.
not toxic.
Yeah.
That's canon.
But they
Guy.
finally go to Hawkeye's house and he gives
Yeah.
them the watch, which I already explained at the beginning just to get that out of the way.
Yeah, and then the end scene that they showed an end scene, right?
Well, no, let me finish. Then they burned the Ronin costume.
Yeah.
And they said, what would be my name? I'm like, how
Yeah.
about Hawkeye? And
Yeah.
then the
There
credit
was an
scene
end
is
scene.
a full musical of
Oh, yeah.
Rogers the Musical,
Yeah.
which
I could do this all
Which they showed
day.
a lot of it in the first episode.
they had to make probably a fully productive episode.
Yeah, so they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna show the rest of it.
Yeah, people worked hard.
But yeah, so a lot of stuff I liked.
Yeah.
All the fighting
Yeah,
was
the
great.
fighting was badass.
Now this is no like WandaVision or Loki. Like they didn't do anything too crazy, but I liked the cameo.
It's a down to earth style.
Yeah, which we need sometimes.
Yeah.
This is why I like the Netflix shows so much because they're more relatable heroes.
Yeah, grounded.
Yeah,
I
they're
like how
grounded.
they.
That's why I like Batman.
That's why I hope they do more
Yeah.
with it because we don't always need to keep upgrading the threats. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
we
good.
do.
Sometimes
We need to get a
I
tentacle
get
monster.
movie.
you. I get you. Listen, we need a giant squid with an eyeball that makes little squid that takes control. Oh no, that's not that film. What are we talking about?
No, you're getting Star Oak. I think you're describing
No,
Star Oak.
yes, Kyle. I'm making
I'm
a
talking.
joke.
No.
I'm talking about Sama Ghost just going hentai, going
Suicide Squad? Are you kidding me?
I go, oh!
Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm gonna say it here, okay?
He loved the Suicide
Side note, I thought it was good.
And he kept saying, it's a sequel to that bad. No,
because
James Gunn was involved.
I like that they just went with the jokes.
Sam.
Because the first one, they did it, but we're still kind of cringy and still tried to be hardcore and cool. This one, they were just like, look, Saints Row 1, a good game, and it was kind of funny. Saints Row 2, they were still a little bit serious, but still had a pimp shotgun. Saints Row 3, oh my god, we're hitting with giant dildo bat. We got the, which is called the penetrator. We got a foam hand thing that can like break cars. We got a disco gun. Like, we give no fucks.
That's Saints Row 4, the disco gun.
Oh, Saints Row 4 is the disco gun.
The dubstep gun.
The dubstep gun, yeah. So like we get by Saints Row 4, we were like time traveling. We were in hell. We weren't real. We were in the Matrix. We had aliens. Like, they gave no fucks.
And now you see the new one going back to.
I'm saying that it doesn't always need. You know, I think that when a movie tries to be funny, it's fine sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Marvel's really good at that.
Yeah.
It knows just how to put enough comedy for people to think that it can be considered a comedy almost if you take out the action, and where the action and the serious moments still happen.
I mean, if you go back to Avengers, like
to where it's not too bad, you know.
Well, no, if you go back to Phase 1, it was a little bit of comedy, but it was not as cringy.
You're saying Avengers?
No, when you go back to Phase 1.
Oh, Phase 1. Yeah.
Like movies, you'll see it, but like believe it or not, in Phase 1, Captain America murdered a man.
Yeah, I know. It was a little serious.
He put him in a propeller.
Yeah, I know. I remember. But you know, it was a little bit more serious. But
but
until they got to Avengers, where things changed.
Yeah.
Because the first Avengers, is filled with comedy.
Yeah.
Has one of the best scenes in the entire Marvel universe, where like Loki and Hulk jumps up there, and he's like, who do you think you are? I am a god. And then he's just like, boom, 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 boom.
That's
boom,
fine.
boom, boom. Puny god.
Yeah. Puny god.
We're getting into about Marvel, but okay.
I mean, we're done anyway.
Yeah, but we're gonna.
I was just making a point.
No, you're good. It's fine to go back down.
Yeah, it doesn't always need to
be a friendly neighborhood Hawkeye.
Exactly.
I do want to say that.
I wonder how long I'm gonna take you to realize.
Stop it.
I do want to say that that Hawkeye did bring one of the best eulogies for Black Widow.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah.
Because they talked a lot about her background.
Yeah, Elena was still raging.
Her sister, she
was still raging.
Her sister came into the picture, but I think it gave it like a best eulogy for her.
I really
a good send off.
I think she's a great replacement. For her. I think she's gonna be.
I
great.
love her.
I love her.
So good.
She's really good. I like her.
Her and Thor. I think her and Thor are gonna get along. I love her.
I cannot wait to see how Shang-Chi goes in there and interact because like one, it's like he's like kind of serious sometimes, but not really.
No, but no, he has a gamer. What are you talking? He's not always serious. That's the problem, Kyle.
He's
take everything serious. That was where this whole shit started. Remember?
Yeah.
He wasn't taking shit seriously.
No, I'm talking about when he's like talking about big threats and all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, I get you. I mean, Kyle, he fought a dragon. He knows about big.
Yeah.
What are you talking?
No, he did not fight a dragon. He fought a giant hentai dealing.
Oh right, demon. He fought.
He fought with a dragon.
Yeah. He was Goku.
Yeah. Come on. We gotta review. We're gonna have to review Shang-Chi one day.
Oh yeah, we didn't do that, did we?
Yeah, we'll probably have to go back and watch it here or something.
Yeah, no, we probably should.
Did you guys review Black Widow?
No,
we did it before everything.
We didn't do Loki either.
Yeah. So we'll probably figure that out when the time comes. We'll be everywhere.
Because Kyle wanted to do What If more because
that was a
really interesting.
It was the most recent.
Yeah, and especially going into all this multiverse stuff, it was really cool to watch the Watcher talk about some stuff that they wanted to show people. Which some of those episodes were dark.
Oh yeah.
Like the zombie episode.
Yeah.
That was messed up.
But anyway, we before we go any crazier, let's just
I liked it a lot.
Liked it, recommend it.
I would say out of a 5.
Yeah, 5.
I'm gonna say like a 4. Actually, if we're considering like Loki a 5.
Loki is probably a 5.
And a WandaVision's 5. Yeah, I could. Because Captain America, or I mean the Winter Soldier one, I'd probably say is like a 3.5.
Yeah.
And then I'd put this at a 4.
4?
I'd say a 4. Yeah, 4. Just a flat 4.
Okay, let's just restart everything after thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit. 4.5.
Okay. 4.
Just a little. That's just a little cheating because I like to more than I normally can. Because it's up there.
Actually, I was thinking about a 4.5.
At least I said I cheated.
Too.
Because my only thing is like if we're comparing it, like Loki is kind of like the top. I can't. Or like WandaVision is like the top of the bar. I would put this.
I would have to put
just because of all the practical.
I'd say like what? I'd say what if.
I would have to put
the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier
is like a 3.
Yeah, sort of like.
I'd say it's like a 3.5 or like a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, give us your thoughts
in
the comments section down below. And as always, it's been the Mediaverse Podcast signing out.